Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Madrid Hub. I am your host, Eric Rivera, and this is once again your spot on YouTube for all things Real Madrid news. So to piggyback off the good news I gave earlier about Dani Carvajal and Lucas Vázquez returning to training, potentially, being available for the squad list for the game against Valencia this weekend, we have now learned from Diario Marca, from Juan Ignacio Garcia Ochoa, that Hazard's injury, or that his recovery, has actually gone better than expected. He is already on the training pitches. He is already training again and running again at Valdebebas, something that, was not thought was going to be possible, since it was expected he was going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. But it seems like things are running a little bit faster and he's feeling a little bit better, which is great considering, we saw that he was a bit depressed, or heard that he was a bit depressed about the entire situation. Then he did that interview from his home where he said, it was good to have the downtime with his family. But, essentially he wanted to get back on the pitch. And, well, it looks like he is, training again, not with the team yet, by himself currently. And my only thing about this is essentially, I hope they don't rush him. Essentially, it's important for him to be 100%, and Marca's article does state that they do not want to run any risk and they want to make sure that he is 100% ready to return. Who knows if they're going to really follow through with that, and the reason I'm saying that is because they did pay a lot of money for Eden Hazard, and a lot of us Madridistas, many Madridistas, saw him as being, he was going to be a huge star for Madrid, a huge signing. And as much as I like Eden Hazard, he has been, unfortunately, and, not putting it lightly, he's been a huge disappointment. A lot of it isn't through fault of his own. I mean, he could have done a little bit better, coming to training or coming to Real Madrid in shape. We all saw that he had put on a little bit of weight. Definitely wasn't in the same shape he was when he was at Chelsea. And, he's had, maybe jokingly in the past, but he's done it before, where he said he doesn't seem to concentrate as much on training and things like that, which doesn't really, won't help you as you get older. He's hitting 30, and, I am older myself, and, when you start training, and as you get older, injuries take longer to heal, and unless you're staying always in top shape, it's very difficult to maintain fitness or get back into fitness as easily as you did when you were younger. So it could be, some of it is Hazard's fault, and we really have to see how he's going to bounce back from this injury. But part of it also too is him bouncing back, him taking care of himself, him really being involved in the training. But as well, it is also, I think, very important for Real Madrid to not rush the issue and make sure that he really is at 100%, although we definitely could use him. But, I think he needs to get back to 100%, get his confidence back. He has to have, a run of games where he is, I would say, playing the full 90 minutes, or at least getting almost the entirety of the game to play. And it has to be consistent, or he's never going to gain the confidence, and we're never going to see the best version of Hazard. What is the best version of Hazard? We don't know really what the best version of Hazard at Real Madrid is, because we haven't really seen it. I think we've only seen a limited amount of his potential, a very limited amount of his potential. We know what he's capable of, but we know what he was capable of at Chelsea when he was younger. What is he capable of now? And what is he capable of at Real Madrid? Well, that remains to be seen. And hopefully he can turn the corner, and we'll see a lot of benefits out of Hazard. He was one of my favorite players when he was, talked about at Chelsea. I loved watching him play. I've always been loved watching him play for the Belgian national team. So I really hope he can bring that talent to Real Madrid, and I am rooting for him. And hopefully this entire situation in 2021 and the end of 2020 with Hazard and, with the team and injuries can finally start coming to a close. Well, that's it. That's all the news I have for now, guys. Thank you again for listening to Real Madrid Hub. Please remember to subscribe, and also subscribe to my podcast, Y Nada Más Podcast, available where all podcasting content is found. Thank you very much. Talk to you again soon.